ụmụ Igbo ụmụnne m anya mmiri doro anyị anya. This development now, ihe na-eme na oyi agụ Bagana. The update is coming from our comrade, one of our comrade. Moto just makpụrụ ebe n'etiti afịa ebe ndị mmadụ na-azụ afịa. Ma tebụlụ ma ihe niile nọ moto wee nọ kọpịara ndị mmadụ. And anya mmiri juru anyị anya, o mere anyị niile. Anyị na-ebe agụrụ dị. Anyị na-ebe agụrụ, anyị na-ebe insecurity, ndị Fulani na-awakpo anyị. Anyị na-ebe nke ndị ụzọ ọzọkwa politicians ji na-eme nke ha na-eme. Ndị Fulani ha na-emekwa nke ka ndị ọzọkwa ha na-eme. Ọ nke a mere our PM ji gwa last time si na chọọzi ka a na-enwe trọk. Ha ndị Fulani na-ebu trọk abata in the daytime. Na hapụsị iji ya, kedu ka ọ si ịbịa in the night. So biko ụmụnne anyị amụ n'anya na nche nke a ụdị nke a na onwe n'ụdị anya na anyị amụhụ na nche maka ya. Things like this na-emezibe anyị ebe ọ ka nkụ ọ karịzi agbakọta moto esi ofu ebe nọ bịa n'etiti ahịa ebe ndị mmadụ na-azụ ahịa kwọbụrụ ndị mmadụ high target. Ihe ahụ ka high target. This is high target. Ihe a bụ high target. Moto bịa ọbịa nnọọ n'etiti ebe ndị mmadụ na-azụ ahịa kwọpịara ndị mmadụ. Ihe ga na-eme bụ anytime ihe a mere ichekie, most times ọ na-abụ two categories of people. One, politicians. Two, moto ndị Fulani na-anya. Abịa ha anaghị akwụnye moto ana ịma na ha nwa na-emegbu ihe suicide nnukwu. Abịa n'etiti ebe ndị mmadụ na-azụ ahịa kwụpịara moto gbagbagbagbagba kwụrụ ndị mmadụ. Moto gị fel breki, enweghị ka esi danye n'olulu ọsọ nwe. Ị bịa nọ n'etiti afịa ebe ndị mmadụ nọ wee were ndị mmadụ gbara breki. Ihe a bụkwa ihe ndị Fulani anyị ga na-amụ anya o. Anyị amụ anya in our security aspect. Anyị amụ anya of rural security, vigilante and whatever. Anyị niile ya amụ anya. Moto ọbụla na-abata be anyị ndị na-anya ya. Man, of course, Nigerian road safety people that will always protect Fulani or police or onye. So when I forgo even in everything now at the end boils down to we having our own government. I will be a friend government, we will be able to regulate everything. There is nothing you can do if you are in this same obodo ụmụ. There is nothing you can do. There is very little you can do. Very insignificant help. There is nothing you can really do. If you continue to allow yourself to be in this, just imagine how many times we receive this news in 1 month. Imagine how many times we receive this news in 1 month. Just check it yourself. Check it yourself. Only in Enugu State you receive this news in a year more than 14 times. Only in one state. How much more those other states that have more economic activities like Onitsha, Banewi, and the rest? This is a serious case for attention, and it is something that will make you go to think. You cannot control the traffic in Nigeria. You cannot control the traffic. You cannot control Land Use Act. You cannot control the traffic. You cannot regulate the traffic. You cannot control anything. In as long as you are still existing in that entity called Nigeria, You are helpless.
If I come and invest in it, please.
That is why.
Please.
When you hear people telling you, Akuruno, Akubatono,
don't move anything again.
You see about Akuruno now. You see the Bataran one governor. Just because you feel that some people did not support him. Aga Etinebudoda, Kuto,
State.
At will. I am telling you, at will. The rates the governors in the Igbo land and in every part as it is happening in my side, it's happening in Calabar, it's happening in Abuja. They demolish enemies, the people that receive enemies, political enemies, they demolish their houses. This is one of the indices of a failed state. You cannot tolerate, you cannot manage, you cannot accept opposition. This is real, you know it is real. They will tell you they are starting a project there, Chicken and Kalas, Chicken and Kawai. There is nothing, no problem. Yeah, they can tabako to Pushu Guinea Tantara or Chirie. This is what we are telling you, but you remain adamant. You don't want to open your head. You don't want to open your head. You want to listen to politicians to confuse you. Look at this one is fresh, around 2 something. Today, 11th September 2024. It is happening live and direct here in Biafran land. This is every now and then and every part of Biafran land. You keep hearing this kind of news. How do you come against it? How do you stop it? You cannot do anything. You can't stop it because you are not in charge of regulation of the activities. You allow a government, in as much as you continue to allow elections to hold, allow the government to continue, it will always rule over you because the world talks about democracy. Today we are telling you, go and vote for your Biafran referendum. Somebody is telling you, oh, who is conducting it? Many people, America, you are hearing today, America conducted their referendum by themselves. And you are hearing America today. America, you are hearing today. America, Buebwe. They had to fight for their freedom. They fought and rather 6 different Ayakano before he went to America today. Everybody want to go to America today. You are to conduct, if yes, in the international law standard, if they told you that Nigeria is supposed to conduct the referendum for you, and Nigeria is telling you that you don't even mention the name Biafra, that the unity of Nigeria are negotiable, that you cannot mention, that any day you mention Biafra, you are a terrorist. So when then who else is this spirit then that they will then conduct it for you? You must conduct it yourself and defend it. Since as an archaic, as a mundane, as a stone-aged human society such as Nigeria, nobody tolerates or don't accept or listen to international laws. Why then you condemn someone who take a bold step to do the needful, to hold the bull by the horn? And you are listening to politicians who want to criticize anything that will save you, anything that is targeted at saving you from remaining perpetually in bondage. You are listening to them. You are listening to them. And those of the people who are moving and shaking the fabrics of the fraudulent Obodo Anomaly, All of them are living, in fact, they are citizens of a very well organized human society. They are only moved that now there is no place that can be like home. But they're enjoying free life, wonderful life, good development, everything they're enjoying. You don't have light, you don't have food, you don't have access to good road, you don't have electricity, okay, we talk about it, you don't have security, you don't have anything, you don't have anything. You don't even have access to good medical facility. You don't just have anything. You don't have peace. You are even in cage, religious cage. There is nothing you have. And you are fighting, allowing the people that have kept you downtrodden to tell you who is your friend, who loves you, who is moving for your interest, who you should avoid, you should fight. They dictate for you what you should do. Then, why do you think you are not an Almajiri? Why do you think you are not an Almajiri? You don't see how politicians agree whenever it has to do with the issue of Biafra or anything secession in Nigeria. They agree and keep on racking their senses on what lies to sell to the public. Igbos hate themselves, Igbo don't love themselves, and they will tell you, and anything they come up with, you will swallow it. They just concoct anything and you swallow it hook, line, and sinker. You don't have the acumen of your own. You must wake up. They are devising so many ways, so many avenues to exterminate you, to reduce your population. That is why every time you see them come with their accident, they will come to a market square where people are actively buying and selling. That selling of break, it must happen in a market square. That break must sell in a market square. Their truck that is conveying their arowana goods will always come to sell the break in market square. And when you have a Simon Ekpa who comes to stop these things as much as he can, you will join the politicians to fight him. When they tell you support the cause of your own freedom, they will tell you that somebody is defrauding you. Oh, Simon, oh, a criminal, or he's defrauding you. Ask them, the ones that they have been defrauding you all, the ones they have been defrauding you all, that make a politician will go home with billions upon billions upon billions, and the citizens are feeding like ants. Now they are paying you 70,000 minimum wage. They have not started in up to 14 states. Then for those that are paying 70,000 naira minimum wage, how much is a bag of rice? How much is a bag of rice? So with the increment, you can't buy one bag of rice for a whole 1 month. There is no area, there is no angle you will consider this kind of, I don't know what adjective to use to qualify this kind of societal arrangement. I don't just know what to use. You are working in a month, you cannot buy a bag of beans. You can't even buy a bag of rice, let alone a bag of beans. So how do you now get yourself treated if you are not corrupt in that society? That is to say, you are running a system of government where government on itself officially indoctrinates citizens into the acts and science of corruption. The government intentionally indoctrinates a society, a population in the art and sciences of corruption. What kind of posterity, what kind of tomorrow are you raising in such a society? What kind of tomorrow are you preparing for? Let me not go too far. Once again, we, the family of the Biafran Republic government in exile, those of us in homeland, and all well-wishers, those who have supported, even when they did not really, when they are not really members of this new government, they are maybe from African countries, you are supporting us, please don't stop. In Biafra, Africa died. In Nigeria, Africa died. The freedom of Africa lies in the freedom of Biafrans. There is the goodwill, there are good 3 African countries that are waking up to the realities of today and now, but they cannot succeed because of in fact, the whole situation surrounding them. The economy, the human resource, and all of that. They need Biafra to make that dream a total reality. But of course, at this point, permit me to thank and uphold Ibrahim Traore, hold Assimi Goita, and the Niger guy. Thank you guys. You are working, you are doing great. You are doing great. The Thomas Sankara, our senior brother, his sacrifice is not in vain. All of our big heroes, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu, Mandela, Marvin Nnamdi Kanu, who is a living legend, all of our heroes, we salute you. Thank you all. Wherever you are now, we know your spirit are with us. So we are going to succeed. The intention, the move to exterminate us as Biafrans, heaven has stopped it. Using human beings like Mazi Simon Ekpa, using heavily endorsed coated tongues like that of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of those, our brothers who are in the forefront, fighting from the forefront, we thank you, we applaud you, keep on doing the good work. He said,